Good evening, good evening, good evening, everybody. Hey, how you doing? I almost, I almost was sitting here talking to myself because I thought I clicked go live twice, started setting up the IG stream, and just as I was, just as the countdown was getting ready to end, I glanced over to check the banner to see if I had the right date on the banner, and I saw the go live button still sitting there waiting for me to press it again. I was that close to being just sitting here talking to myself again. Now, now, with that out of the way, good evening. If this is the first time tuning in to Tim's Tidbits, please allow me to say welcome. If it's not your first time tuning in to Tim's Tidbits, still, I want to say welcome and give you a nice hearty, well, thank you for always tuning in to Tim's Tidbit, hanging out with me, my homeboy Spidey back here, my sweetie over there in the corner. If you don't know who I am, my name is Timothy Lee Rogers Sr. I get on Al Gore's internet every day, twice a day. Talk about the price action to try to help someone like you get your aha moment when it comes to trading, investing, all things stock market. Speaking of trading, investing, all things stock market, I can say now that I'm primarily a futures day trader. And if you are in the market looking for a prop firm to trade with, if you decide you want to trade with Apex, I would very, very, very much appreciate it if you click on the link that I have in the description. It is an affiliate link. I am not sponsored by Apex. Apex is the prop firm that I chose to use. And there's an affiliate link down there. So if you decide you want to sign up with Apex too, please use my link. Right now, they're doing I think they're still doing 90% off. I know they're doing 80% off, but they sent out an email saying they're doing 90% off. But if you would click my link, that's the 50% off link. And then just change the coupon code to the 80 or 90% off coupon, whichever one is active. But please use my link. I will appreciate it. I will appreciate it. I promise you I will. Now, I'd like to welcome you all to the price action recap for April the 19th, 2023. This year getting away from us, man. Oh, yeah. My son's birthday is Sunday, April 23rd, 2023. I will be giving you all his Cash App. I want y'all to light him up. Last year, I appreciate y'all. Y'all lit him up. I can't say y'all showed. Well, no, I don't know. Y'all showed both of them some love. Y'all showed Timothy and Chris some love. I can't say you showed more love to one or the other. But his birthday is Sunday. Just letting y'all know that on Friday, I will, if you don't want to hear me talk about my son's birthday and y'all lighting up his Cash App, you might not want to tap in Friday. Because all I'm doing is shouting out his Cash App and talk about the price action. Thank you. 90% off until April 20th. Right? 90% off until April 20th. And then the thing with that 90% off is on if you take longer than 30 days to pass the challenge, you get 80% off of the monthly fees if you take longer than 30 days. So if you take more than 30 days to pass it, you'll get 90% off now if you use that code. And then when it renews, you'll get 80% off. And then the 80% code that they were running, you get 80% off every time it renews if you take longer than 30 days to pass it. Yes. Let's see who in the chat, and then we're gonna get right into it, man. I just woke up, so I'm feeling good. Feeling good. I want all the smoke. What's up here to learn, share? What's going on, Will? Will, why are you thinking so? Why are you just like, every time I look over there, you're thinking, Will, you just, every time. What's up, Hines? Elizabeth, what's going on, Elizabeth? How are you? Is that the same? Is that Ruben? Is that Ruben? And you just didn't change your name? Or is that is that somebody different? Remember when Ruben had like 50 different names that he was using? Is that Ruben, or is that a different Ruben? I don't remember what Ruben's last name was. Anyway, if that's not you, Ruben, hey, Ruben, welcome. If that is you, Ruben, stop changing your name. What's up, Kill? What's going on, Tyrone? What's the website that you use for? What is the website that you use for Fed info? What Fed information you talk about? You talk about the are you talking about the economic calendar? When you say Fed information, what Fed information you talking about? If you talk about the economic calendar, I use Forex Factory and I use what's the Econoday? Econoday.com and forexfactory.com. That's what I use for economic calendar. For Fed information, the Fed got their own website. It's called let me try to think of it. federalreserve.gov. The Fed got their own website, federalreserve.gov. So if you talk about economic data, I use Forex Factory, forexfactory.com for economic calendar data, and I use econoday.com. I got a shortcut for that for the economic calendar. While we there, let's look at it. Tomorrow we got jobless claims, Philly Fed manufacturing executive home sales, leading indicators, and then Friday we got flash PMI. And then again, federalreserve.gov. That's I really don't know what else to say about that. Marcia. You remind me of a West Side Story. Buenas tardes, Valdez. Buenos tardes. You heard that R? Hey, when you say that, you got to hit that. You got to hit that R now. That R got to roll down a hill. Buenos tardes. What's up, Connie? In the young bull behind her. What's up, Connie? In the young bull. Connie and my sweetie up in here. I don't even understand how to see walk. My sweetie up in here. Hey, let me ask y'all this. I seen my sweetie up in here, and it made me think about this right here, right? Because this is my queen. This is my everything. Is it just me? But I hate when people address each other as king and queen. What's up, king? What's up, queen? Everybody can't be a king and a queen. Everybody can't be, right? I am the head of my household. I am the king of my castle. My wife is the queen of the castle, right? She's my co-head. So that's my queen. Another joker can't call her, what's up, queen? No. because she has no rule over anybody outside of this home. She has no rule over anybody outside of this home. So she can't be anybody else's queen. She can only be my queen. She has rule over me. She has rule over my kids. I have rule over my kids. I got rule over her. So I can be her king. I can't even be my kids' king. I'm their father. So I hate when I... Peace, king. What? Come on, man. Come on, man. If that offends you, I don't care. That's my feelings. What's up, barbecue? Okay, got the right one. What's up, KC? What's going on, Rhonda Green? What's up, Devario? What's up, Towns? Gabriel? What's up, Tranisha? Shout out Tranisha, man. Tranisha always be pulling up with the hard-hitting super chats, right? Tranisha, you take some of them super chats and pay for Robinson education so he can get it through his thick skull that I'm saying your name correctly. And let the church say, hey, man. Hey, what's up, Laverne? Hey, man, let's get into it, man. I think we done separated the wheat from the tare. We done been on here for 12 minutes. I think we done separated the wheat from the tare. Let's get Jay Powell off of the screen. We do not need Al Gore's internet because I'm using the desktop version of TradingView. And again, I would like to thank all of the channel members who support the channel in a financial way. I thought about that because of you, we are using the fancy dancy up to date with current data, no delayed data, paid for version of TradingView. And as long as we have members in there to be able to cover the cost of this, because y'all know I got to justify them costs. That's why I shut down the merch site. They wasn't shopping like when I first opened up the merch site. The trap was jumping. The trap was jumping. The trap that slowed when nobody buying shirts but me. Every blue moon, a t-shirt order trickle in. It was a couple. When I shut down the site, it was a couple dollars over there for me to transfer out and put in my account. But it was like, every now and then a t-shirt order would trickle in, and they came up. It was like, hey, we're about to renew your subscription for $312 for the year. Cancel. Cancel. I can't give you the $312 if I ain't got nothing coming in. If I ain't got nothing coming in, I can't give you the $312. So as long as we got people that supporting the channel in a financial way, and it can cover the cost of this paid for version of the high-speed fancy dancy TradingView, then we'll be doing it on TradingView. If not, back to Ninja Trader we'll go. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, now, if you are a Black Spider member, there is a video I shared today. This may be the most important video I've shared to date with the Black Spiders and anybody else. Now, before you get FOMO and say, hey, let me go subscribe to be a Black Spider, join Black Spider so I can see this highly special video. Don't do that. The reason why I say it's the most important video I've shared to date is because this is a loss. And it's a loss because I didn't stick to my game plan. I initially started with my game plan, missed my entry, took a close proximity entry, didn't like what I saw, collapsed the trade, hastily went the other direction when I said I did not want to take a short before I even got off live. And then I was taken out. Talk through everything. You can hear me in there trying to justify the stupidity. And then in the end, you can hear me in there talking to myself about being stupid and trying to justify the stupidity. Being totally honest with myself. And again, I share everything. I'm an open book. I was recording it to post. And just because it was a loss, I refuse to not share it and hide the fact that I lost because of something stupid. It's very important. Go check it out. Spoiler alert. I got stopped out. Spoiler alert. But it's very irresponsible of me to only show you the wins. And people may think that it's cap because people may be like, well, I only see videos when you win it. I win a lot because the techniques work. And when I take the trades and I stick to the script, I typically win. Not saying I'm just winning 40, 50 times a day. No, because I'm very selective with my entries. And when I stick to the script, I usually win. Did I get upset and fly off the handle when I lost? No, because I know that losing is a part of it. But I say it's very important for you to see. Because a lot of people look up to me. I don't know why. I'm just some regular dude from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. But it's important for you to see both sides of the story. It's important for you to see or listen to me walk through something stupid, right? Now you can watch it, right? You know I got stopped out. So now you can be overly critical of the price action, and then you can look at it and see if you can see where I went wrong while you watching it. Or you might look at it and be like, I couldn't see it. I would have took it too. Right? But it's a nice educational tool. Go check it out. Go check it out. What's up, Father Legends? When you pulled up in here? Player slip up too. Player slip up too. Hey, look here. We got an all points bulletin. We are looking for Robinson's MCM. We are looking for Robinson's MCM. We contacted local authorities, right? We contacted the local authorities. Hey, what's going on? We contacted the local authorities, right? Let me stop sharing for a minute. What's going on my screen? Okay, let's do this right here. Who broke my Discord? Who in the world broke my Discord? What is going on with my Discord? My Discord is totally messed up. Okay. It's more than one way to skin a cat. I'll do this right here. We are. I don't know what's going on with my computer right now. My computer is totally freezing up. But we got an all points bulletin out for Robinson's MCM. We got with local authorities and we put together a sketch. We put together a sketch with the local authorities and we are looking for this individual right here. This is who we're looking for. It's Robinson's MCM. For anybody who don't know. Hey, I don't know what's going on. My computer ain't crazy. He said, God don't like ugly. It's acting like crazy. I can't even move. I can't. It's the see, look, like when I try to move my screen, it's like it's freezing. Like you see how it's like glitchy is. I can't get it. Oh my God. I'm getting upset now. I'm getting upset now. My screen is stuck in between two screens. And I can't get it from being stuck in between two screens. I promise I'm about to end this whole live because I'm getting mad right now. I cannot. It's like my screen is stuck in between two screens. Like I can't do nothing. Everything is locked up. Y'all hold on, man. Y'all hold on, cause I'm highly pissed off. Highly pissed off. Figured it out. My raggedy keyboard, the enter key was stuck. Cause my enter key gets stuck. Like my enter key begins stuck and the enter key was stuck. So it's like everything was locked up because I guess it was constantly hitting enter. And I'm like, what is going, man? I'm telling you, I was about to turn the whole live off. There you know you see it. Thank y'all for your patience, man. Thank y'all for your patience. Now let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. Doggone. Baby, I need a new keyboard. I need a new keyboard, baby. I'm about to get me a new keyboard. I think I used to have one, a spare one, but I don't know. I'm about to buy me a new one. I'm gonna have to get a new keyboard. I'm about to get a new keyboard. Now it was the enter key sticks. It's like it's been sticking for a while. Cause sometimes I'll be typing and hit enter, then just be like, and I have to click it in, and I didn't realize it was stuck because I didn't press enter. I guess they got stuck from like earlier today, or I might have inadvertently hit it. But let's get to it, man. Looking at the overall price action, these 15-minute candles, but just looking at the price action, right? Someone that just popped in for the first time may look at this and be like, hey, you just pull your picture back up. I didn't do it, but it was hilarious. You probably did, dude. You the one who broke it. You the one who broke it. Look at this. How we gonna do the we gonna do the stream like this today. We gonna do the stream like this right here today. This is how we gonna do the stream. Right? Somebody who just pull up on the channel for the first time, right? Let's go down to 5-minute candles. Let's do 5-minute candles. Don't worry about like how small the candles are, right? We ain't gonna worry about how small the candles are. We're just gonna look at like, just look at what price is doing, right? And I'm willing to go out on a limb to say that somebody who pulls up to the channel for the first time, or may have missed this morning's live or anything like that, can look at price and be like, hey, you just drew in some boxes after price had moved to, you know, make it act like the concepts and strategies work, right? But for those of us who were privy to see the screen when it looked like this, right? Who was privy to see the screen when it looked like this, and we were marking these areas based off what price had done before getting to that high, before getting to that low, before getting to that low. Still haven't got to that high, still haven't got to that high before getting to any of this stuff down here, right? The only thing that was marked on this chart in hindsight was this black line right here that says mean threshold 5-minute bearish breaker 6.5 points, and this small fair value gap right there, because price was reacting to that area. And I did a deeper dive in to see, hey, why is price reacting to this area? But this fair value gap, that fair value gap, that fair value gap, that new week opening gap, that sell side liquidity, that sell side liquidity, that fair value gap, that buy side liquidity, and that buy side liquidity were all put on this chart before we knew what was coming. But after watching what price did, it will make one think that, hey, this was drawn in hindsight. Now, on the flip side of that, looking at what price did, right? Looking at what price did, and it went exactly to the areas. You look how price paid attention to the areas that we had drawn out. There was a time up in here somewhere, up in this area right here while I'm moving the mouse around, there was a lost trade in here. There was a trade stopped out in profit, and there was a lost trade up in this nice little move right here. Right, this is the 9:30 open right there, and this is over here to like 11 o'clock something. So up in here somewhere, that nice little move right there, even though it's going right to the places where we got marked out on the chart, there's a loss right up in here somewhere, right? And that goes back to my point of, if you deviate from the script, the probability of failure skyrockets. Now, it's going to happen to all of us. When it does, do not beat yourself up. Do not beat yourself up. Don't negative talk yourself. Chastise yourself, but do it in a manner where you're doing it with love for yourself. Don't chastise yourself. Don't call yourself stupid. Don't say I can't do it, because it's going to happen. It's going to happen to we're humans. We're emotional creatures. It's going to happen, right? Especially us men. We're some whiny little babies. When things don't go our way, we take our ball, we get on our bike, and we go home because we're whiny little babies. I've never been a woman, so I can't speak to female emotions. Most time I just stare at my wife like, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to say? I can give you a north and south, a east and west. I don't get it. So, with that being said, stick to the script. Said all that to say, stick to the script. Just want to reinforce that. Help it hit home, if you will. Yes, we're going to do the entire show with Robertson's MCM on the screen. 15-minute candles so that we can see some of the count. Let's squanch Robertson MCM up a little bit. Okay. 15-minute candles on the screen. Right? 9:30 a.m. That's the 18th. That's the 19th. Okay, we can go to 5-minute candles. We can make it, we can get more detail. Okay, this is this morning's price action right here. So when the market opened up, we were in the discount of the dealing range, and we were consolidating in one of those 5-minute bissies that we had marked out in the discount from where we were yesterday, anticipating price to possibly pull back to those, and we were consolidating on top of it. Once we get back above a PDub rate, we anticipated to act as support, right? The mean threshold, the black line here, what I'm pointing at with the mouse, that black line right there, that's the mean threshold of the breaker that we have marked out. So the mean threshold of the breaker, that fair value gap, and this fair value gap, right? They're all supporting price right now. We're on the top side of them, and it's supporting price right now as expected, right? We move up to the next fair value gap there, get right back to a prior low. That's what this red line is right here at that 41.6150. That's a prior low that we had marked out as sell side liquidity right there. We got back to that prior low, and we were skating along the bottom of it. Once we got above it, it acted as support also, the fair value gap and the prior low. We pushed up, ripped above the next prior low immediately. We came up and kissed the new week opening gap. Remember what we talked about with a new week opening gap? As long as price is in a range bound, the new week opening gap would be acting as a magnet, right? We came down, went back to it, got above it, went up, went back to it, got below it, got above it, got below it, went back to it, got above it. Now, and we've been range bound all this week. There's been heavy divergence between the three indexes, however you say that. There's been a lot of divergence. So we've been constantly attracted back to that new week opening gap, right? We skated across the prior low, using it as support, right? Got one little tick down below it. Then we got above the new week opening gap, and we used the new week opening gap as support, right? Took off a little bit, came down, quick little pull back into this order block and fair value gap. Then we finally took out the buy side liquidity and got into that premium, that 5-minute premium fair value gap that we talked about early this morning. Finally made it to it right there at the 2 o'clock candle. Then we came back down, skated low, used the prior high as resistance, right? One more poke above it, right? We can see right here, that was a liquidity run, right? We went up there and we, wow, heavy rejection. Wow, push back up. Did we get consequent encroachment? Let's check that. Let's check and see if we got consequent encroachment there. We did go back to the low of the fair value gap, but let's see if we got consequent encroachment. 41.8475, and we went up to 41.8450. One tick away from consequent encroachment of the wick, and we went right to the low of the fair value gap, used it as resistance, came down, breaking market structure, came right back to the new week opening gap, created a break in market structure, pushed back up into these imbalances right here. We got 1, 2 of them on top of each other, move back into them imbalances, right? If you look here, there was a early breaking market structure there and retrace back up to an imbalance there, right? Early breaking market structure there. So we came back up to that breaker there into that fair value gap and came down, right? Once we came down, we pushed back up, came right there. Did we get into the wick of the breaker? The low on that breaker is 41.7925. The high of that candle right there is 41.7950. One tick away from the low of that breaker right there. One tick away. And then closed right above. No. That was the close right there. We closed, the New York close was right one tick away from that breaker. And then after market, we came back down and got into the new week opening gap. And then now in today's session, we've moved back down to that prior low and we're below the new week opening gap. That is the price action recap for the day. Now, let me see what's going on. All I asked was for AI to draw me a scary dude from Fort Lauderdale with lipstick and a shiny forehead. I had no idea it was coming true. Last 2 days were interesting. I was able to get into a setup between 8 and 8:45. That same fair value gap retapped into around 9:30 for a continuation. I was blessed. Catch both. It was in the manipulation. That's what's up. That's what's up. Congratulations. Last 2 days were in. Hold on. Don't be double tapping. What's going on, CZ? What's happening with you? Hey, that's all I got, man. Do anybody got anything? Do anybody got anything? Any questions? Do anyone have any questions? We've been on here for 39 minutes. Do we have any questions? Did I miss anything in the chat? I see somebody said, welcome, Archie. Welcome, Archie. Welcome. I didn't miss anything in the chat. Yes, week been good. Been a good week. Deborah. You're welcome, Deborah. Archie, bias is bear. Oh, crystal ball. Oh, crystal ball. Archie Goodwin wants to know if the bias is bearish, 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 bearish. Archie, Archie, Archie. Now, Archie, let's look at can you state the new week opening gap levels again, please? While we stay in the new week opening gap levels, the new week opening gap, we closed. It is it bearish or bullish? What is it? It is a bullish new week opening gap. So the closing price was 41.7175 on Friday. And then the Sunday's opening price was 41.7425. That is the new week opening gap for this week. Now, RG, if I was a gambling man, and I was just trusting the concepts. Rhonda, can you get off my screen? Now, if I was a gambling man, right, and looking at what price has done, today, now is Thursday. The prior day was Wednesday. For those who don't know, the market closed at 5, and then the day starts at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we are in a new day. Excuse me, for the S&P 500, the Nasdaq, the Dow. We're in a new day right now. All right. So Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday. Right? So all things equal, and being in a symmetrical market, meaning the ES, sorry, Robinson's man crush, meaning the ES, the NQ, and the Dow are trading together, making higher highs and lower lows relatively. You know, when the ES take out a high, the NQ take out a high, the Dow take out a high. You know what I'm saying? Moving symmetrical. The dollar is, you know what I'm saying, moving counter to what they're doing. Everything symmetrical. It's a greater amount of times when the market sets a high on Tuesday, that day right there, right? And then Wednesday, you can see maybe distribution to the downside on Wednesday, but more so on Thursday and Friday, anytime later in the week. Sometimes you'll get it on Wednesday and Thursday, but sometimes you'll get it on Thursday and Friday with the distribution to the downside. And then the reverse is the same. The market would typically, the larger percentage of the time, make a weekly low on Tuesday. And then we get expansion to the upside on Thursday or Friday, sometime Wednesday or Thursday. All right. So with that being said, this week, all right, last week, let's start out. Last week, Wednesday, the 12th. Last week, Wednesday on the 12th, we took out buy side on the 12th. Heavy rejection. Came back on Friday, the 14th. Took out that buy side again, right? went above that buy side again, right? The first time, heavy rejection. Second time, went above it, right? Came back down. Then Monday, right? Inside day. Tuesday, went above that buy side again. Heavy rejection. Wednesday, right? Took out sell side, right? We went above the buy side, took out sell side today. Now, all things being considered for what we know about price, at this moment, I am bearish. I am looking for a reason to sell. The reason why I'm looking for a reason to sell is because we took out buy side, right? Got back above it, right? Got back above it 2 more times, right? So we went above this buy side 1, 2, 3 times, right? We took out buy side, got back above it 2 more times, and then we took out sell side, right? Again, we took out buy side, got back above it 2 additional times, right? 2 additional times, and then we came and took out sell side. So right now, I'm bearish and looking for reasons to sell, right? When will I stop being bearish? When the market gives me a reason to. Go in and do your own research and figure out, hey, what's the level to stop being bearish at? But to answer your question, there you go. And rewind it if you can't remember what I said. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot. I'm supposed to be doing the whole thing with Robinson MCM up there. I can't do it. It's the day Archie's first day. When did Archie say it was his first day? Did I miss that? Did I miss Archie saying it was his first day? Salam from Kyrgyzstan. I know I probably messed that up. What it is? Did I miss Archie saying it was his first day? I don't know. But anyway, that's all I got. I don't see nothing else in the chat. I don't see nothing else in the chat. Okay, then I didn't say it wrong. I answered that. Yeah. That's it, man. That's all I got. I appreciate y'all for hanging out with me. We're gonna close it out like this right here. Look, do not put off till tomorrow what you can say today. This is a very serious moment. I want y'all to look me in my eyes while I say this. Hey, man. Hey, don't put off till tomorrow what you can say today, man. Let your loved ones know that you love them right now, today. Nobody's promised tomorrow. Nobody's promised tomorrow. Let them know you love them. Don't just say it. Don't just show it. Say it, show it, and confirm it. If your parents are still with us, if you are blessed enough to still have your parents here with us, let them know. If your mother's still here, go by and see her. Go by, take the trash out for her. Go by, wash a car for her. Take her out to lunch. You know what I'm saying? Just do all you can to let her know that she's appreciated. The same with your father. I'm not blessed enough to still have my father. That's one of them weights that I carry around with me. One day, tomorrow's not going to come. And if you got any unresolved issues with any family members, it's going to be some regret there. I don't want that for you. So please fix it today. Open up the lines of communication so you'll know how to communicate in a way that they can receive the love that you're trying to give. Because the most painful thing in the world, well, one of the most painful things in the world is to just express all the love you can express, and the person never receives it because you're not speaking in their love language. Yes, there's a such thing as love languages. People need to be showed affection in different ways. Everybody don't like the same thing. So please open up the line of communication so that you can get better at communicating with one another. I know you're not supposed to use the same word to describe the word, but hey, I did it. As always, man, I appreciate y'all. Thank you for tapping in every day. I think that's it, man. Enjoy your families. Enjoy dinner, whatever you decide to do for dinner. Kiss your spouse, hug your kids, hug the dog, hug the cat. And please don't thump the gerbil. Those are just jokes. I appreciate y'all, man. I'll see y'all in the morning for the overnight price. Action. Gone. Yep.